Hi everyone, welcome to DataFuture. I'm Charan. I have total 7 plus years of experience in data engineering and big data tech stack. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to handle bad records in Spark when reading CSV files. This is an important topic for building a reliable data pipeline. Spark handles bad records in three different modes: permissive, DropMalformed, FailFast. Permissive loads all data. Corrupt records are captured in a corrupt records column. DropMalformed skip and discard any malformed or corrupt records during read. FailFast immediately throws an error and stops the job when a corrupt record is encountered. Let's try to understand this concept with the help of demo. Here I have taken a CSV file and it contains both valid and invalid records. Here you can see the red color indicates the bad records and the white color indicates the valid records. So let's try to understand handling bad records with the help of demos. Here I am using Databricks Community Edition. Here we can see I have already defined a schema, and in this schema it contains ID, name, age and salary. Okay, ID is integer type, name is string type and age is integer type and salary is integer type. And also I have also included one more column called corrupt record column. So this will help us to identify the corrupt records when we are using permissive as a mode. Okay, and here this true indicates whether this column is nullable or not. Okay, so and this is a path, and here I have stored my CSV file. Let's discuss one by one. Here I'm creating a data frame called permissive. Okay, and here I'm just using spark dot read dot option. Here we have already seen, so we have a header in a CSV file, so that I'll mark it as true. And an option, and also we have a schema. Sorry, so here I'm using mode permissive and we also using a schema. And the CSV file, and here I'm just giving a CSV file path. Okay, so let's use this and show what result we will get it here. First I will run this. It's done. And second, here we can see, so with the help of permissive, so we can see both valid and invalid records in the table. Okay, both valid and bad records in the table. Here we can see the first two records are the valid records and the third record is a invalid record. As we have seen in our CSV file, so the column age should be integer, so but here we got string type. So that is the reason we are considering this record as a corrupt or bad record. And also here in the fourth record we can see the salary, it has not defined. Okay, so but if you go back to check in your CSV file, so we don't have the fourth field. So that is the reason we will consider this record as a bad record. And here we can see the ID, name, age and salary. Here also we can see this record also considering as a bad record, because if you come to here, so 6 is not an integer, it's a string type, but in our schema the ID should be integer type. So here we can see out of 7 records, the 3 records are bad record in the CSV file. Okay, so let's try to understand how to use DropMalformed mode. Okay, here I'm using the new data frame called DropMalformed. Okay, and here I'll use the mode as DropMalformed. And I'll take this data frame and will print the result. Okay, if I run this, so for this, right, so we don't want this particular column in the schema. Okay, so let me run this one more time, and I'll run this. Here we can see it will give only valid record as per our discussion. So the DropMalformed, it will be dropping all the bad records and it will be giving only valid records. Okay, so next one is FailFast. I'll create one more data frame called df_failfast. Okay, and here I'll change the mode to failfast, and I'll take this data frame and I'll show the result. Okay, so what it will happen when we are using a failfast, if you are finding the bad records inside the file, so it will directly fail with an error, so it won't read that file. Okay, so these are the 3 different modes, so which we are using in Spark to identify the bad records. Okay, permissive, this mode allows Spark to load and process both good and bad records. Bad records are typically converted to null values in the corresponding column based on the schema. So that is what we have seen here in the CSV file. The age, it was ABB, but it has taken null value when we are reading. Okay, and here we can use corrupt record columns to capture and analyze the bad record. In future, if you wanted to identify the bad records, right, so you can just use this corrupt record column, and also you can load this good record to the separate table and bad record to a different table, or you can store it in a bad record file. Okay, so DropMalformed function, this mode will be suitable when the goal is to work only with the valid data and discard the bad record. So here we have seen, right, so it has captured only valid record and it has dropped all the malformed record. FailFast, this mode is useful when the strict data integrity is required and any corrupt records should be immediately flagged. It won't process further, so it will be throwing an error. That's all from my side. If you like this video, kindly subscribe to DataFuture YouTube channel. Thank you.